Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Yes guys, I'm back with another video for you, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to perfectly make a bob wig using just two bundles of hair and a closure. I actually use 2x4 closure, but you can use any closure of your choice. But in this video I'm going to show you the tips and tricks on how to make a perfect bob wig. Can you guys see it? Yes. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this bob wig, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so before we get started, I would like to show you guys these two bob wigs. That's the one we're going to be making today. That's the 613 and the brown one, which was brought to me by a client. Someone else made it for her and she doesn't like it, so she needs me to make some adjustments. So I'll tell you why she doesn't like it, guys. So the person who made this wig didn't make it properly. Like, she didn't make it the right way. She didn't know the right tricks and tips on how to make a short bob wig. So when you're making a short bob wig, you do not want to double your tracks at the beginning, and that's what she did. You can see that down, it's so heavy, and they were sewn close to each other and they were even doubled. No, that's not the correct way to make a bob wig, except that's the look that you're going for. But in my opinion, in 2020, nobody makes a bob wig like this heavy at the bottom, like at the back. No. Okay, so let's get started. Alright guys, so that's just me showing you the bundles that we're going to be working with, and I already went ahead to prep my cap. I already sewn down the lace closure. If you want a more detailed tutorial on that, I do have a video on my channel. You can check that out, how to make a K closure wig. Okay, so that video is more detailed, showing you guys how to prep your cap, how to sew down your lace closure, how to adjust your cap if the cap is bigger than your head or your client's head. Okay, so I'm not going to be showing all of that in this video. So now this is the thing. So your first 4 tracks, you do not want to double it. You want to make sure you single it, okay? Because we don't need it heavy right there. Okay, so we're still going to double it, but the first 4 tracks I did not double it, I singled it. Okay, and when you're sewing on a when you're making a wig on a sewing machine, the key to that is not to stretch your cap. I use zigzag method, and my width is at 6.5 while my length is at 4.5, and my tension is on 4. So make sure you don't stretch your cap. Lay your cap flat and just go in the direction where you have your guidelines. Okay, so guys, don't forget to backstitch. You need to lock your stitches in place. Okay, you don't want your tracks to unravel. So guys, for those of you who don't have a sewing machine and you probably want to sew with needle and thread, all you have to do is to put 2 fingers away from each track. Okay, when you sew down your first track, put your 2 fingers and sew the second one, and don't double it. So my 5th track is going to be doubled, my 6th one is going to be doubled, and my 7th track is going to be doubled as well, and the rest of them is going to be singled. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So yes guys, so because I'm working with a 2x6 lace closure, so you know the construction is quite different. Like, we have space on both sides whereby you have to fill in tracks, so you do not want to double that side because we need that top to be as flat as possible. But if you're working with a 4x4 lace closure, it's a different way you do it as well. If you're working with a 5x5, or if you're even working with a front sew. Okay, so maybe soon I'm going to make a front sew of that. Okay, so yes, as you guys can see, my tracks are doubled, and if you want a tutorial on how to double your weft, I do have that on my channel as well. You can check out my video on how to make a lace closure, a 5x5 lace closure. Like that video was more detailed. Like that video is all you need to make a closure wig. Like everything is there, full package. Okay, so yes. So this is the last track I'm going to sew down doubled. Okay, the rest I'm going to have to single them. And guys, don't forget we're only working with 2 bundles of hair, like 200 grams. So you can see both side I'm going to single it. I'm not going to double the track anymore. Okay, so yeah. So between guys, this hair was bleached by me, like from color 1B to 613. Yes guys, so I'm actually trying out a new vendor's hair, trying out the quality of the hair. That's why I bleach it to 613. And if you guys want to see a video of how I bleached this hair, please check the link down below or somewhere above here. I'm going to leave it right there for you guys if you want to bleach your hair. And trust me, I gave little tips on how to test a vendor's hair and how to source for hair vendor as well. So make sure you check that video out. Okay, so now I'm done with everything. I went in to sew down my elastic band, also my wig comb, and right now I'm cutting out the wig cap underneath the lace closure. And to do that, you want to put your 2 fingers in between the closure and the wig cap and use your scissors to cut. So you want to be very careful, sis, like you don't want to rip your lace. So make sure you use your finger as a guide. Like your fingers is just going to be guiding the closure while you cut the wig cap, the excess ones that you don't need, right? So, and to sew my wig comb, I use straight stitches, and to sew down my elastic band, I use zigzag method. Okay, so I'm all done. Off camera, and went ahead to straighten the hair. Like you want to make sure you straighten out the hair before you start cutting. And I went in with my clipper to start cutting. So I already know that this hair is going to be 8 inches, and I got a 8 inches lace closure. So the closure was like the guide for me to know where to start cutting. So if you're not sure, you can also use your measuring tape to measure out the length that you want. Then you can use that to cut as well. So but the closure was the guideline for me in this case. So I'm just cutting, you know. You do not need too much tutorial to cut a hair, but you just need to pay attention. Okay, so you're just gonna keep cutting using the guideline of your first cut to cut the rest. And once I get to half of the wig, I go back to the other side to start cutting from the front. Okay, you guys will see that in a bit. So I also use the closure as well as a guideline to start cutting. And for me to be sure that the both sides are equal length, I'm going to separate little on both sides, put them together and cut. You know, that's another way to be sure that you have same length on both sides. So I'm going to use my comb to cut it and follow that guideline to just cut the rest. Okay. And at this point, I love it. The color is so nice on me, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm looking like Omalicha, you know. I don't know if you guys know what Omalicha is. That's a beautiful girl. So it means a beautiful girl. So I went in with my hot comb to flatten the hair some more. And oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So now I went in with my Ruby Case cream foundation in my shade, you know, just to better define the parts, okay? And I love it. So I went back in with my clipper to smoothen things out some more, okay? So guys, let me know in the comment down below which type of bob wig are you? The one on the left side or the one on the right side? So guys, I want to know your opinion about these two types of wigs, okay? Yes. So please make sure you leave me a comment down below to let me know what you think about this wigs, okay? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And please make sure you watch my next video, which I showed you guys how I bleached this hair from color 1B to 613. And the reason why I bleach it was simply because I'm trying out a new vendor, okay? A vendor reached out to me and they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Of course, before I start selling hair to people, I need to be sure of the quality of the hair. And that's one of the reasons why I bleach it to 613. So make sure you watch that video, okay? Bye, and I'll see you in my next one. Mwah.